Karyn Bryant for MMA H.E.A.T. I'm here with the light heavyweight champion of the world, Mr. Daniel Cormier. Listen, a lot of people like to make the comparisons between Jon Jones and Alexander Gustafsson in terms of how they're built, how they'll fight. But how do you feel that they're different?
I believe that Jones is a better athlete. Jones does a great job of using balance, and also Jones makes adjustments very well inside the octagon. I haven't really seen Alex do that. I don't know if he's ever been in a situation where he's had to, but I haven't seen him really make those adjustments. I haven't seen him go on the fly like Jones. I mean, Jones can fight in so many different ways that it makes it very difficult to fight him. In terms of body style, they're very similar. I think they're very different fighters, though.
Now, are you just kind of poking with him when you say, "Hey, we should celebrate fights he's won," and you know, you kind of keep it's like a backhanded compliment talking about him that way? Is that a calculated move?
Yeah, I mean, it's the truth. Yeah. You know, I mean, I always say that I speak the truth, or the truth as I believe it. You know, which is very important to me. But you know, he's got some good wins, but good wins, you know, and it's just crazy that everybody they keep harping on the fact that he fought Jon very well. I mean, but he did lose the fight. Ultimately, at the end of the day, in the record books, that goes down as an L. It doesn't matter how close you were. So it's a little bit of a poke at him, but I think even him himself gets a little tired of people saying his greatest performance was a loss.
We know that Rashad is on the same card, and obviously you guys are friends, you work together sometimes, but you could be potential opponents. So how do you feel about seeing him fight on the same night, and how close have you guys been during this lead-up process?
You know, we text occasionally, not very much. Obviously, I believe that Rashad will get the job done and earn himself a title fight, and I think he believes the same thing for me. So you know, we're just kind of on our own, doing our own thing, preparing for the fights. But you know, at the end of the day, I've always said, you know, the guy that is challenging me for the belt or challenging me in a fight is the target, and I think Rashad will get the job done, so he'll become a target again.
And lastly, Jon Jones will be having his hearing tomorrow. What in your mind would be the best outcome? What would you like to see?
I mean, you know, for me it would be justice. You know, I think he should.
Is that time served?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a judge. I don't determine what happens, you know, in that situation, but some sort of punishment for the crime. You know, obviously he did something wrong, and I think not only would it benefit him, you know, would it be fair because the rules are made to be followed, but I think it would benefit him because then you realize that you can't really do things without any punishment, and I think maybe that's why he's gotten himself into so much trouble over and over, because the punishments haven't really equaled up to the crimes or the bad things that he's done. But I hope he's able to fight again. You know, I do. I want to see him fight. I want to compete against him. I think he's a great fighter. You know, but obviously I would like to see something happen in regards to whatever he allegedly did. You know, alleged is the term I need to make sure I use.
All right. Well, DC, we've missed you at work. You know we love you. You got a lot of people pulling for you over there. You're going to give us a heart attack. Either way, yep. Winning or losing in this, but I know you're feeling pretty confident, so great to see you.
Thanks, KB. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
So how much have you talked with Rashad, you know, on the call you and he were kind of tag teaming on Ryan and all that? I mean, you know, obviously I know, you know, Rashad pretty well. So how much have you talked to him in preparation for this, and, you know, what do you guys kind of share going into this together?
Not very much. You know, I mean, we occasionally we'll text a little bit, but not very much.
And is that because what this could mean in terms of matchups? Yeah,
and we'll work together afterwards. And we'll be cool, but it'll be next probably.
Yeah.
And again, he'll be the target. And as much as I like the guy, you know, I'll go out there and try to rip him apart, and then hopefully our friendship will sustain itself afterwards. But we haven't talked much, and I think it's just, you know, this feeling underneath that we know. You know, I believe he's too good to get beat by Ryan Bader, and I think he understands that I'm going to beat Alexander Gustafsson. If Jones is not ready to go, it's gonna be him and I. So, you know, it's a tale of like two different Rashads. Yeah. It's not Ryan Bader. Ryan Bader is gonna be who he is. He's a much better version of who he was before, because now he's patient. Now he takes his time with his striking. He's more confident in his striking, which sets up his wrestling. So we know who Ryan Bader is gonna be. Who's Rashad going to be? Is it going to be Rashad, the world beater that threw Chael Sonnen down and just literally held him down by the neck like he was his big brother and beat him up? Or is it going to be the tentative Rashad that fought Little Nog or Dan Henderson? You know, like, that's going to be the difference. If it's the Rashad that really went after those guys, he'll touch Ryan and Ryan will make a mistake. But if he's tentative, Ryan Bader will stay close enough, get just enough takedowns where he can win a decision. It's a tough fight, but I believe after all this time, Rashad will be who we expect him to be, and he'll get the job done.